What's going on, gangsters? Movie John, and I got Rousey Rhonda with me, and we're talking about recent watches. Now, we've been renting a lot here lately because we don't have no cable. And there's a new place down the street here within walking distance called the Video Station. And it used to be like, I guess like a garage or something at one time. It looks like kind of like a gas station garage or whatever, works on your cars and stuff. But you can tell where they used to have the garage doors and stuff. But the sign of it looks like the old sign to the Gulf stations. Remember them?
Yep.
And it says Video Station instead. But anyway, 99 cents there. They're competing with the red boxes and stuff in town. And we're supporting our local video store. Yes, a new video store in 2018 into 2019 now that we are in, right?
We're still in the trial period, though.
We're in the trial period. But anyway, new video store, and you don't hear that often, but they did come into town, 99 cents for 2 nights, and we've been renting a lot of stuff. So let's jump into it and talk about the ones that we've rented here in the last month. First up, The Meg, starring Jason Statham. Yeah, she likes Jason Statham.
Yeah,
he's a bald guy like myself. What'd you like about this, or did you like it at all?
No, I liked it. It was good.
I like shark movies.
Yeah. It was a little different. Kind of slow at the beginning.
Yeah, it did take a little while to get going, but then there was a part where you thought it was kind of almost over with, and it was going like, that was kind of pretty easy and simple way to kill the shark, but then all hell breaks loose, and then it starts getting really exciting. A lot of action in it.
At the end, but not at the beginning.
Not at the beginning, but it did take a little while to get going. I give it a thumbs up, though. What do you think?
It was a thumbs up. It was good.
Thumbs up. 1 to 5. What do you think?
3.
She gave it a 3. I'm giving it about 2.5. I always like Jaws and other shark movies and stuff, but this one was pretty good. Big ass megalon, and called The Meg. And I got a daughter named Meg, so when that first came out, I thought that was kind of comical because I call her Meg, and it's like, that's The Meg. I didn't know what it was about at first until you seen the trailer and everything. But Insidious: The Last Key. Now this is the newest one in the well, I would say trilogy, but this is the 4th one now, and I've seen all 3 of them here recently. We watched them, and now part 4 came out this past year, and we happened to get it. This one is a little different. What do you think about it?
It was a little different. It wasn't bad. Kind of not what you expected.
No, it's all the Insidious movies I've thought has been pretty good, and they all kind of intertwine with each other. And instead of like ending the series completely altogether, it just kind of makes a loop around. So I don't know if they'll ever make another one, but if they do, I'll probably watch it. I liked it real good, and I'd give it a thumbs up, and I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
Probably, yeah.
Give it a 4?
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Peppermint, starring Jennifer Gardner. This is the one that she wanted to see for a long time, and she didn't get to see it at the theater when it came out. I'm not real big on Jennifer Garner, but I actually was surprised with this movie and actually liked it.
She was kick-ass in that movie.
Yeah, she did kick ass in the movie. It's basically a revenge type movie where her daughter and her husband gets killed, and she's gone for like 5 years or whatever. Only part that I didn't like about it is they didn't actually show her like training and stuff in that time or whatever, and learning how to use the guns and stuff she uses in the movie to come back and kill the gang, and not just that, but hunt down the leader of the gang and all that crazy stuff. But I guess she was good for that role because she was in Alias. You remember Alias? There's a TV show that she kicked ass in that movie. It shows too, so maybe that's kind of why they picked her for that movie. Like I said, I've never really been big on her movies and stuff, but I was actually surprised, and it was really good. So I'd give it about a 4 out of 5.
Oh, I'm giving it a 5.
She's giving it a 5. She really liked it, and be one I'll have to pick up and add to the collection eventually. I really did like it too. So she was actually probably surprised that I actually liked it as much as I did.
You don't usually like what I like.
Not all the time, but you probably won't like all what I like half the time either. So
Probably not.
there'll be some movies here sooner or later that you won't like.
There was one.
There was, what was it?
The one that we watched up here.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll talk about it at a different time. She kind of dozed off and went to sleep on that one. But next up is Daddy's Home 2. This is Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, and of course she'll watch anything with Mark Wahlberg in it. She got the hots for him.
I do.
Yeah.
Can't help it.
Yeah. Marky Mark. But this one also, this is a sequel to the first one, of course. And Mark Wahlberg's dad, Mel Gibson, was hilarious in it.
Yeah, he was.
He was the tough macho type dad, so he's the grandpa. And then Will Ferrell's dad was John Lithgow.
He was funny.
He's hilarious in movies too. So both of them together was real good. And it was actually a pretty good movie. It was a Christmas movie, which we watched after New Year's. So we was a little late on that. But I actually liked it, and I'd give it about a 3 too.
Really?
Yeah, I actually give it about a 3.
Probably 3.5. Not
3.5. I didn't know we was doing halves.
We are.
We're doing halves, but 3.5 and a 3 is pretty good. I don't even own the first one, but who knows? Maybe one day I'll get both of them, and I'm sure they would probably make a part 3. It'd be probably pretty funny too if they made another one. So, and John Cena showed up too, and he was in a little bit near the end of it. And I guess she likes John Cena too. So
got muscles, can't help it.
Muscles. And speaking of muscles, we're going to go to the next one, which is Skyscraper, and that has The Rock in it. Have you started sweating yet?
I have.
The Rock in the Skyscraper. This one, actually, I was kind of let down by it. I expected a little bit more. And somebody went by a roar in there, but I actually thought it would be a little bit more exciting and stuff. I don't know. What did you think about it?
It could have been a little more exciting. It wasn't bad.
Yeah. It's more futuristic. It kind of reminds you in a ways of like Die Hard with the first one with the building and everything, but it had a little bit more stuff to it and everything, and people that you thought was good guys ended up being bad guys and kind of double-crossing each other and stuff. But it is The Rock, and people are going to go out to see his muscles. I'd give it a 2.5, though. I really don't care much a whole lot for it, but
probably a 3.
You gonna give it a 3?
Yeah,
So
wasn't his best, but
yeah, it wasn't the best. I've seen other movies with The Rock in it that was a lot better. I don't know if I'd actually might want to buy this and add to the collection, but it was decent. It wasn't too bad, but I've seen worse. It's time to get scared. The Nun.
it was creepy.
It was creepy.
It was.
It was creepy. It kind of went back. It was back in time, way before the Conjuring movies. Of course, it's a spinoff from the Conjuring, and I love the Conjuring movies. You like them? It's pretty good. And the Nun was a little different. It was a little slow going too at first.
Yeah, it was.
It was a little slow going, but
the ending was really good.
the ending got a little bit better, and of course, it looks like there will probably be a sequel. But like I said, I like the Conjuring movies a little bit better, so I'd only give this one probably about 2.5 out of 5.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably. You get the same thing?
I did.
Same thing. 2.5.
It was good, but not the best.
It was creepy though. They're always pretty creepy.
creepy.
Now we're back with Bald Men and Death Wish with Bruce Willis in it. What'd you think of that one?
That one was really good.
It was pretty good.
It was.
You'd grown up watching Die Hard movies. Speaking of, we was just talking about Die Hard a minute ago. You're used to seeing Bruce Willis kick butt and shoot guns and, just do stuff like that. So in this one, he was new to that kind of stuff. He was a doctor, and he never shot a gun before, you can tell.
He was kind of a puss in the beginning.
He was a little puss in the beginning, and, this is a revenge type movie, too. Of course, his wife gets killed and gunned down, and his daughter gets shot and put in a coma. And so then he wants to get back on the streets and, take revenge on not just the people that did that, but the just crime in general. He's like a vigilante, they call him. So, and it is a remake of the Charles Bronson movie from the 70s, so I was kind of skeptical going into it. I always loved the Death Wish movies, but it was still pretty good, and I'd give it about a 3 out of 5.
I give it a 4.
She's giving it a 4, probably because he's bald. He ain't got real big muscles or nothing, though, but,
Yeah, but he's still cute.
He's still cute, she says. So that's Death Wish. I give it a, what did I say, 3? I said 3, didn't I? You said 4.
I said 4.
Oh, next up is Breaking In with Gabrielle Union. This was a different type of movie, too, that I didn't expect. I remember when it first came out, and then I just forgot about it. And then you picked it up at the video station. What did you think about that one?
I liked that movie.
Well, it's pretty good. Chicks kicking ass.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Guys breaking in, it was basically like the main character's dad had got killed or whatever, and they went there to have an estate sale, and then people broke in, and they was looking for a safe that's supposed to have like $4 million. So, and of course she fights back, but she gets locked out.
Right.
And they're in there with their kids, and she's trying to break back into them and stuff. So it's a pretty good movie. I'd give it about a 3.
It's good till the end.
Till the end. You didn't like the ending?
No, because her husband sucked at the end.
Well, yeah, he kind of...
He was a pussy at the end.
Yeah, he comes back and becomes a pussy, she says.
He didn't even get one punch in. Come on.
No, he didn't really.
No.
She was
did.
Yeah, she was pretty bad. They need Jennifer Garner in that one. She needed to come back and
right?
show up. I'd still give it about a 3, though. It was pretty decent.
I still say a 4. It was good.
Give it a 4.
It was really good. For a woman's movie, it was good.
Mm-hmm. She was kicking ass and taking names. You know, and there was one part where she said, "You broke into the wrong bleeping house."
That's right.
And last, and I would say not least, but it is the least, Tales from the Hood Part 2. It's a sequel to 1995's original movie. And she had never seen the first Tales from the Hood. And we just recently watched it and finished it and decided to go ahead and watch the second one, which I had already heard it was pretty bad. This one was pretty bad.
It was horrible. Horrible.
The stories in this one was really out there, especially the first one with the, what did they call that thing? The Golly Gee?
Yes.
The doll. If you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. When the damn thing grew up to the size of a human and started to do what it was doing. Oh my God. I was about to turn the damn movie off. I was thinking, man, this is going to really, really suck. And some of them got a little bit better in them.
But it's so stupid, you had to laugh.
Yeah, it was so dumb that you couldn't help but laugh. So
and you couldn't stop watching it, though, either.
Couldn't stop watching it. There's another one. The one I did like was the guy that claimed he talked to dead people and stuff on his TV show. That one was pretty funny, too. The last one I didn't care much at all about. But it still dealt with race and politics and stuff like that, like the original one did. But you had Keith David playing the main part and everything. He was still pretty good. But nothing beats the original one. And I'm sorry, out of this one, I'm only giving it a 1. What would you give it?
I'm not sure if I'd even give it that.
You got to give it 1 to 5.
All right, a 1.
Giving it a 1. Tales from the Hood 2. I have the first one in my collection, but I don't see myself buying part 2. So it's a good thing that we have this video station nearby. We can rent for 99 cents, see if we like it. Don't blind buy on nothing, especially that one. Because there was, about a month ago, I actually thought about buying it at Walmart. And I'm glad I just go ahead and save the money. Threw 4 quarters out there and rented it. And got to see it before then. So I try not to add that one to my collection. But the original one is always the greatest. So that's it for recent watches. I'm Movie John, and this is Rousey Rhonda. Hope she didn't talk too much. Till next time. You ready?
See, you shouldn't do that. I was ready till you said it.
Wow.
Stop.
I was going to start. What's going on, gangster?
No, I don't.
Why not?
No, I don't. I thought about it, but I can't do it.
Can you do it? And try it. I'll do that.
I know you do.
What? All right, ready?